Remembrance Day is important because you've got all this history that I think not a lot of people know because it's only covered on the basics in school or in high school, and I think it really gives you an insight into the sacrifice people have given.
To me, it means to be as respectful as I possibly can and as self-sacrificing as I possibly can to the memory of the fallen and the injured.
To me, it means a huge amount, especially when you hear the last post. I think that's the most moving part of the service that I'll have on Sunday, whereas you can really feel the atmosphere of everyone really thinking about these men that died for us.
The people that fought and died in the war came from all backgrounds. Everyone who made that sacrificed their health or even their life, they all made the same sacrifice, and the sacrifice should be remembered equally.
So I've learnt recently about the members of the OTC 100 years ago. We've learnt about kind of a little bit of their history and what they gave to the university and what the university gave to them and how they impacted the war themselves.
I don't think there are that many differences between the OTC today and 100 years ago. I think the core principles and standards have remained the exact same, and I think that's because we've taken inspiration from those soldiers 100 years ago and learned from them.
So 100 years ago the OTC was obviously a lot more male-based. Today obviously you've got women coming in, you've got a lot more gender equality and a lot more equality in general. It's kind of daunting thinking about 19-year-olds and 18-year-olds signing up, but in the same way you get kind of a sense of pride that people your age are doing it and that you can someday look to them for commitment or for encouragement.
I think it's important to remember things from 100 years ago simply because we do need to reflect and learn not only from mistakes but from acts of courage.
The sacrifice, it's the biggest sacrifice you can make. For them to put their lives down for our freedom and our tomorrow is such a huge sacrifice and something we've really got to understand. I'd look back at one of my history lessons in year 10. We were told those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat them, the acts that have happened. So if we don't remember what has happened 100 years ago, what's to say that we won't repeat it in the next 20, 30, 40 years? I think it's a really important lesson to remember of the mistakes that were made and why some people had to make the ultimate sacrifice.